people live. We're gonna do 3 ways that you can break through your plateau. I hope I'm not unlisted and I'm actually public. I don't know. But all right, so nothing that I'm gonna say here is overtly groundbreaking. I think a lot of times we overcomplicate things and it's difficult to see the solution when you're so close to the problem. But these are just very simple solutions, and it's often helpful to just have somebody lay everything out for you when you're so close to the problem. So when it comes to weight loss and reaching a plateau, which is a natural part of every weight loss journey, the solution is to tackle the lowest hanging fruit first. And this is oftentimes referring to exercise. So my advice here today is nothing to do with cutting calories or eating less, and everything to do with exercise, because that's the lowest hanging fruit. Food and nutrition, obviously with any weight loss journey, you have to be very conscious of the foods that you're eating and be accountable and disciplined with nutrition. But lowest hanging fruit is gonna be tackling exercise, and it just takes less willpower to manipulate and make changes when it comes to exercise. And it's gonna have the highest ROI for your energy and time. So 3 ways to break through your plateau. There's essentially 3 different possible solutions based on whatever the root cause of your plateau is. And they are either physical burnout, mental burnout, or you're actually going the other way where you're not challenging your body enough. So you need to be applying the principle of progressive overload. So let's go through those 3 different things. So physical burnout, you know that this is the root cause for you, and the solution is that you need to give your body rest. Hi, Johnny. Oh my God, I can see the comments. So if you're physically burnt out and you know that that's the root cause for you, you'll know because your body's gonna start breaking down. It's gonna demand that you give it rest. So it's easier just to take off that time now. And if like me saying that you're physically burnt out and you need to take time off, if that gives you anxiety thinking about taking time off, then you probably do need to take a step back. And as the saying goes, sometimes to move forward, you have to take a step back first. And that's the case with physical burnout. And if you keep trying to bang your head against the wall, trying to push through that plateau by going harder and harder and harder in your workouts, when your body is clearly telling you that it is burnt out, by breaking down, in the long run, you're gonna have to take more time off from working out when your body just completely gets fully injured. So it's better to take that rest and recovery. And if you're keeping your head against the wall, pushing through those workouts, you're actually doing more harm to breaking out of that plateau than good, because your cortisol levels, your stress hormone, is probably very elevated in that situation, and you're only raising it further. And it's really difficult to burn weight. These comments are getting out of control. It's really difficult to lose weight and burn fat when your cortisol levels are really high. So physical burnout, you just need to take time off. Rest, recovery, you can still be active, do like walking, light active rest, active recovery type of days, but don't just go hard in the gym, hard on the bike, nonstop trying to break through the plateau when your body's giving you clear signs that it needs a rest. Okay, so mental burnout. This is the root cause of your plateau. If your body isn't breaking down, but you're just not motivated anymore to do what you were doing that was successful for you in the past. So if you're on the weekends, you just can't bring yourself to get up off the couch and go do a spin class, or that alarm clock in the morning to do that morning ride is just not it anymore, or just doing a workout after work, like just motivation is completely down the drain. That's a sign that you need a shakeup in your environment and your routine. So you can still exercise at a high intensity, your body's not breaking down, but you just don't have that motivation piece. That's a good sign that mentally you're burnt out and you need to shake up the environment. This is where I would do, I think the solution is like a free trial somewhere at a gym. If you haven't tried Oxygen, hot yoga and fitness, it's in the States and Canada. So good. It's such a good mental reset too, to get that cortisol level down, because you start with Shavasana and you end with Shavasana, which is just like corpse pose. Super relaxing with like relaxing music. It's yoga infusion with strength training in hot temperatures. It's a really great mental refresh. So if you feel like you're lacking the motivation, but your body is still intact, it's not giving you the sign that you need more rest and more recovery, it's probably mental burnout and you need a good shake up. So maybe do like an F45 trial. I'm all about the free trials. So that is my recommendation for tackling mental burnout. If you feel like the motivation piece is what's really causing that plateau, that mental burnout. The last possible way to break a plateau, obviously there's more possible ways, but if there's no like overt, clear nutritional issues that you need to tackle and it's exercise, then the last piece is probably you're not applying the theory of progressive overload. So this just means that this is like the best case scenario of reaching a plateau in your weight loss journey because you're not seeing results anymore, but it's because your body has met you with where you're at and it's adapted, which is great. It's like the most clear sign of progress that your body is improving and responding to what you're doing. But with that being said, you need to constantly test it and challenge it if you want to get stronger. It's not just going to start building more muscle beyond what you're challenging it to do on its own. So theory and principle of progressive overload. This would be a case where, say, you've been on your weight loss journey for a while, you're doing the treadmill workouts, the 12-3-30, and you've been seeing so much incredible success, but you just keep doing that and your body's not being challenged anymore, it's adapted. You feel motivated to do your workouts, you're not experiencing any ailments, so it's not the physical, mental burnout, you're motivated, you're just not seeing the results because you're doing the same thing and expecting different results. You're doing the same thing, expecting different results. So in that case, you need to manipulate the intensity of your exercise. And if you're not doing any strength training, try incorporating more strength training into your routine. So I'd say in this case, you're focusing more on the details of your workout. With mental burnout and lack of motivation, you're focusing on the big picture overall routine and the environment of your working out. But for principle of progressive overload, this is where, say, you've been doing 20-minute beginner rides, now you're leveling up to 20-minute advanced or non-beginner rides, or you're leveling up to 30-minute beginner rides. See how you're constantly testing your body and demanding new things to make it meet you with where you're at, and that's how it's gonna get you out of that plateau. So if you're just doing straight up cardio on the bike, straight up cardio on the treadmill, try incorporating higher intensity reps, more power-based reps, strength-based reps, and then you're gonna start seeing results because you're challenging your body in new ways. Love the emojis. Do we have any questions? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people here. All right, so that wraps up the quick 3 easy ways and the best ways to tackle breaking a plateau, because not a lot of willpower. If you're talking about cutting calories, so much willpower there, and you could be doing more harm than good on your hormones and your metabolism if that's your first go-to to break out of a plateau. You're kind of digging yourself into a little bit of a metabolic hole. If you just cut calories, then you reach another plateau, cut calories. Like, at what point do we realize that there's a better solution here? And it's usually pertaining to exercise. Obviously, you have to have that nutrition piece, but the lowest hanging fruit, like I said, is probably going to be the exercise piece when it comes to breaking a plateau. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, because my next live, I'm going to be going over how to tap into burning more fat as you sleep. So we'll be focusing more on nutrition in that one solely, as opposed to talking all about exercise. And that wraps up this slide. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and that's it. Another live, done and dusted. And it's always so awkward. Stop streaming, yes, bye.